About a month ago, I went on a backpacking trip to the Grand Canyon and camped by some pretty amazing waterfalls that made me feel like we were on a tropical island. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The only thing about this trip was that the hike into the Grand Canyon was a little over 10 miles, which meant that the hike out of the canyon was, you guessed it, a little over 10 miles, but, up, out of the canyon. It was quite a long walk, and it was quite hot. I fell into the pattern that I often fall into on a long hike like that. I got a song stuck in my head and I silently sang in time with my steps as I watched my feet, one foot in front of the other. It definitely helped. Getting into a pattern and simply repeating that pattern until it's done has often been a great way for me to get through a difficult task. But there's a helicopter that travels from the rim of the canyon to the village in the base of the canyon, taking people and luggage back and forth all day. A couple of hours into our hike out, the helicopter started its daily route, and every time it went past, I looked up. When I looked up, it broke my monotonous internal song, and I caught a glimpse of what I was doing. I was walking through the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon. It was stunning. I imagined people traveling west and coming upon the canyon for the first time. The awe they must have felt. I looked up at the formations and layers of rock and felt the awe myself. Of course, it was very important that I make it to the top of the canyon so I could get to the first meal in several days that didn't come from a pouch. So I resumed the song in my head and continued putting one foot in front of the other. In last week's episode, Keaton described the way that his cancer diagnosis had kind of shaken him out of his ordinary life. He said that he had never really wanted to be an ordinary person, but that he'd found himself somewhat stuck in a series of ordinary circumstances. I doubt he would have told you that he wasn't happy with his life. But hearing him describe looking back at the life he was living, I get the feeling he wasn't feeling completely fulfilled. In fact, he said that he's a little bit thankful for the diagnosis because it shook him free of some of those ordinary things. Facing mortality has given him a new appreciation for how precious life is. We talked about how this is our first time taking a shot at doing life, and as far as we know, this is our one and only opportunity. Making the most of the time we have is of utmost importance. It's so easy to get stuck in the monotony of life. Get up, go to work, pay bills, take care of the kids. If we're lucky, we get to go to the gym, cook dinner, spend some time with friends, get some sleep, and repeat. Putting one foot in front of the other, singing a rhythmic tune in our heads to get through the task at hand. Sometimes we need something to shake us out of our rhythm and make us look up. Even while we're doing these simple things, we are living life. The life. The one life we have. Against all odds, your ancestors survived who knows what kinds of perils and procreated at just the right times so that you're alive right now. Most of you have the food you need. Most of you have the ability to have a hot shower. Most of you have a bed to sleep in tonight. It's stunning. I know that most of us don't have the ability to live an extravagant life. Most of us won't travel the world or live a life in luxury. But the simple fact of being alive is enough to be awe-inspiring if we take the time to look up and appreciate it. And my guess is, the more I'm able to take a moment to look up, recognize the incredible nature of life, and express some gratitude, the more I'll be able to make the most of the life I have. Even the simplest life can be extraordinary, if that life is lived to the fullest. I hope that it doesn't take a cancer diagnosis for you to look up. It's my hope that these stories, like Keaton's, can help us all to take a moment to recognize how fortunate we are to be alive, to feel some gratitude, and to live our lives with intention and purpose. This is Dying to Tell You.